Hello and welcome once again. Sorry for the late video. I know it's been a little while since I've done a previous video. I'm going to start doing more here coming up. I've just been so busy and so many things going on. Just so people really know, I work 7 days a week, so I don't have a break. And I don't think people really understand that or grasp it. I don't charge for emails. I get tons of emails, and I do my best, and I always respond to everyone. There are people, the habitual emailers, I call them, that are emailing about the same information I've explained over and over and over. So those people usually aren't getting responses because I just don't have time. If I send 50 emails to someone and they still don't get it, there's nothing I can do. It's just like in school. There's going to be people that are really excelling in academics, and there's people that want to pick their nose and sit in the back and wonder why they're failing. And unfortunately, that's the way it works in real life. But there's a lot of great people out there. I've helped a lot of great people. I get some amazing feedback, and that really helps me. So what I'm going to explain here is something that is extremely controversial in Western medicine, and I will tell you why. I have debunked pretty much every theory in Western medicine. And Western medicine is a fraud, okay? And I don't care anymore. I'm just going to say it. People say I'm a fraud when I work my ass off and I give people information that I've suffered with or other people have, and I give this damn information for free. So if people think that I'm a scam, I really don't care, okay? That's just how stupid people are. People are not that intelligent, and that's based on the food system. Monsanto, GMOs, big corporations, they've done a hell of a job dumbing you people down. Hell of a job. And unfortunately, my hat goes off to them if that's what their goal was, which I know it is. But I definitely frown upon their way of doing business because it should be criminal. But in a society full of sheep and people that are brain dead, they're the heroes. I know it's sad, folks, but let's talk about the Iridology. And if you read about this, people are going to say this is a scam. And let me tell you, there's two sides to every story. And in this story, I'm going to tell you about my own eyes. And I'm going to tell you that this is not bullshit, okay? And sometimes when you use vulgar language and you do it the right way, which I'm doing, and I apologize if that does offend some people, it gets the point across quicker. However, Iridology is very, very important, and this was actually founded by a guy where he helped his own mother. He basically, I believe this pet, I don't really know the whole story, but I'll just explain. There were, certain dots in the eyes, and they got better as time went on. And this has to do with basically diseases that are, degenerating diseases. And that's basically going to be the end of your life. And I can tell you from my own experience, I had some black dots in my eye. One of them was worse than the other, but they're really down. There's really only, I think, about 3 left, but that's chronic disease, folks, and this has to be based off of your constitution, which I'm going to explain here. We've all heard it. People say that, oh my gosh, my brother lived to be 80, he drank alcohol every day, George Burns, if you don't know who he is, he smoked cigars till he was 90. They have strong constitution, folks. They can do that and get away with it. But you know what? In the end, they're still freaking dead. They're dead. They all died, and they all had to go through disease. It's the same thing. It just took them longer. Their bodies are built with a stronger constitution. So at this point, I just want to explain to you folks that this is real. And we're going to go into this a little more. Sorry for the kind of explanation here, but this is very, very important. Constitution is important because it basically gives an indication of the overall strength of the body. People with a very strong constitution often grow up abusing themselves physically, because they find that they can get away with it and suffer no ill consequences. They don't think about their health very much because they aren't forced to do so by feeling badly. When they do, and they actually become ill, they usually will have little patience with their problem. They tend to recover rapidly. Sometimes they are not always too considerate of the health problems of others with weaker constitutions who perhaps are ill far more frequently or take longer to recover. So if you're looking at this eye here, and I want to show you this is what this is entailing. And the white around the eye is not good, by the way, that cloud. However, I'm looking here and I don't really see too many dots. There's a few small ones, very minor if you look up and, sorry, it's kind of, I don't want to blur it out there, but kind of go in there. If you see the top, there's going to be a few little dots there, and each area is going to represent certain parts and organs in the body. But obviously this person has some red in the eye, so they're not perfect. The red has to do with the liver and other imbalances, but they're just showing you an example of stronger constitution. So you may be one of those people that have an amazing immune system. You never get sick. But you maybe have something coming out. Maybe it's HPV, maybe a herpes, and you just don't get any outbreaks. It's probably because you have a very strong constitution. So you're blessed with that. Don't think this is a free pass. You can go out and get drunk every night. You're still going to have the same problems. And once the body starts deteriorating, you're going to be in some real trouble. You still will recover quicker than someone else with a weaker constitution. But let's go into medium constitution. But you still need to take care of yourself. And, diet is still very important for everyone. Nobody's immune to any disease. That's why people die. It's from disease. So constitution is important because it gives an indication of overall strength. And again, this is the medium. It's going to kind of go in there and explain a little bit more. But these people basically have to pay more attention to what they eat, perhaps what they wear, the climate in which they work and live. Usually the poorer the constitution, the more difficult it is to get well. So kind of just, I'll leave a link to this article. And then we have the weak constitution. Now if you really look at this eye, look at this. They've got all the orange in there. They've got a bunch of brown spots. I mean, the eye's a little bit redder. I mean, this person definitely has a weaker constitution. And when you get into this, you really have to pay attention more. And unfortunately, when you get into the weaker constitution, you really have to take care of yourselves. So at this point, I'm going to leave this link for this. It's going to, really show this information. This is going to explain about the constitution of the bodies and why some people heal quicker than others. That's why some people need 6 months, other people need a year or longer. Some people can do things in a few months. It's the constitution of the body. Whether you believe that or not, that's reality. Because I don't make the human body. I didn't create it. I can only just give you the information about it and what's the truth. And as you heal, your eyes will get clearer and clearer, and you won't get any of these black dots, which darker they are and the more you have, the more chronic disease. Okay? Any questions, go ahead and let me know. Thank you.